Are you worried about the delay in the delivery of your remittances? Jamono Money Transfer is your only solution with more than 9 years experience in remittances services. It's accessible, reliable, affordable, and convenient. Jamono Money Transfer is affiliated with Ajay Guaranteed Trust Bank Limited, Mega Bank, Apps, Reliance Bank, and many others. You can send and receive your monies from friends and families both home and abroad through Jamono branches at various strategic locations in the country with high standard customer service. Please walk into any nearest Jamono branch for efficient and timely service delivery. For more information, you can visit its headquarters at Bursabi, right opposite Afrimed International Hospital, or call on the following numbers: +220 3103 050, +220 3103 051, or +220 3755 522.
Good afternoon, beautiful viewers. This is your weekly news recap here on Kairaba News Network. Today our guest is Mr. Amadou L.S. Jada from Team Kamaso. I am your host, Maimuna Jaju. Mr. Jada, welcome to Kairaba News Network.
Well, thank you, Maimuna. I'm grateful to be here.
Okay. Yes, so first of all, our discussion will be centered on the Mr. Sadibou Kamaso's, who is the presidential aspirant for the GFF. So I would like you, Mr. Jeto, to tell us more about who is Mr. Sadibou Kamaso, the presidential aspirant.
Well, thank you. Mr. Sadibou Kamaso is a young businessman, a football administrator, seasoned football administrator who was the Secretary General of Hawks Football Club. Then he is a businessman who is a seasoned football administrator, and he was a GFF executive member when he just resigned recently.
So he was into business, into football?
Yes.
Okay.
He is fully into football.
Okay.
Yes.
So what difference will Kamaso bring into the football management of this country? Because we've seen that during the AFCON, people are talking about how our football is being poorly managed.
During the AFCON?
Yeah, during being at AFCON or any football season we have here.
Well, I guess you watched the debate.
Which was on Saturday.
Which was on Saturday.
Yes.
The starting 11, I guess you read it, you saw it, and whatever Sadibou, he put on video and audio. He was interviewed about the starting 11, which he clearly explained how he is going to run Gambian football when he is elected on the 27th, inshallah.
As president?
As president of Gambia Football Federation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What makes you think that he has all it takes to be there?
Well, because Sadibou is a leader. He is having the knowledge, and I know he can lead Gambian football to another level.
Yeah.
Yes. Because if you see on Saturday at Kairaba, you will know that he's having the knowledge and he has the idea to run Gambian football, to lead the affairs of Gambian football, and to change the system that's in Gambian football.
Okay.
Yes.
The system, like?
Because we all know that Gambian football is poorly managed. For the past 8 years, those who are into football knows how we are suffering in football. Those who are in football, I mean. Those who are physically 100% in football. Some are in football, but they are not 100% in football. But we, Englishman said, who feels it knows it. Yes.
So what will be your first priority when voted into office?
Well, as the Study 11 said, we have to reform.
Everything.
Because if the office is not reformed, good governance is not in office, you will not run the office. You will not know what, you will not have what you want in the office. You need to have good governance first before doing anything in office. Yes.
Okay. So how optimistic are you for victory when it comes to this?
I am 100% sure that we are going
sure?
to win. I am 100% sure on the 27th we will celebrate. Yes.
Are you currently going on a campaign for votes?
Yes, even now in the morning I'm doing my campaign every day.
So you're running helter skelter?
Yes.
Just to get the votes for you?
Sure, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, can you please highlight some of the interventions brought to the Gambia football by Mr. Sadibou Kamaso? Because in order for people to give you their votes, they need to make sure that know that this individual, when we give him or her our votes, he's not going to disappoint us, because it's something that Gambians have been crying for, that we put people into position, but at the end of the day, they end up neglecting the people.
Well, I, as Amadou LSJ, a stakeholder of Gambian football, before joining Sadibou Kamaso, before joining the Restore Confidence team, that's why we don't mention only a person. We mean Restore Confidence.
Team Restore Confidence.
Yes. So, I'm 100% sure when Sadibou is elected in office, he will never neglect us, because we are all into the show. We are all into it. We are all feeling the pain, because he's a football administrator. Whatever I feel, he is feeling the same thing. So, what I'm telling you, that's why Sadibou is on record. In all media, go to our websites, you will see him. So, he sell out himself to the general public. The starting 11, he explained 100% how he's going to run it. So, when he is elected in office, if he don't do it, we will be the first person to attack him.
Are you sure?
100%. Because me, I'm not in for personal interest.
Yeah.
I'm in for the development of Gambian football. Because we are the future leaders of Gambian football. If our football is not developed, we are nowhere. So I will not allow one individual to enjoy in football whilst our football is dying.
Yeah. So you are here speaking on behalf of Mr. Kamaso. So what makes your presidential candidate, who is Sadibou Kamaso, have the belief that the GFF is poorly managed by Team Kaba, as they say?
I am here on behalf of Team Restore Confidence.
Sorry.
It's clearly stated. I'm a stakeholder. For the past 8 years, we all know how we are facing. This is an open secret. The Gambian football is poorly managed. It's poorly managed.
Like how?
If you cannot have a field, a proper field, to play football for 8 good years, then where are we? Just few days ago, last week, 2-3 weeks ago, they did their finals on the 15th tournament, which they did at the Gold Project. Just last week Friday, you are hearing an audio from a regional coach sending it to WhatsApp group to see if any one of them, the coaches, are having a player under 15 with an updated passport, should deliver it to him before 11 p.m. because the team is going to participate in WAFU Zone 8 tournament under 15 in Liberia, which has started on the 16th, just 2 days ago. And Kaba, the incumbent, was just elected as WAFU Zone A president. Do you think that the incumbent is interested in development of football or interested in having positions in football? It's a clear manifesto. So if he is interested, when he was elected, he knew what is happening. Because I'm sure WAFU would not send a letter of invitation to participate in a tournament just a day or two. We are all into football. I'm a football administrator. I know how it runs. So that's why I'm saying it's polymoney.
So how are you going to tackle the issue? Because we've seen during the flood, when the flood happened, I think it's the feeling, is it Boxbar where they're currently going on the maintenance, something like that? Because you've mentioned that you're having issues with the issue of fields for people to play.
Yeah.
So how are you going to tackle that? Because we've seen that right now, we've seen young people are engaged into football.
Well, my sister, if for the past 3 years, there is no Nawetan played in the Gambia. Over 8,000 young kids did not enjoy football for the past 3 years. The funds were there. 55% of the fund was sent to GFF. If you go to FIFA website, you check, you will see it. These are funds which are to develop Gambian football. They said they will do it in 6 months. Which they could not do it. We are in third year now. When they had Team Restore Confidence under the leadership of Mr. Sadib Kamaso, who came in to announce his candidacy for the presidency GFF, that's the time they start fast-tracking these projects. But we all know, even right now as I'm speaking to you, the projects are not finished. Because if they are finished, they will hand over it to them. They are just there, they are doing it for political reasons, but the projects are not finished.
Politics and football.
Yes. So that's it.
Yeah. And also, there is an allegation going on that Mr. Salim Kamoso was engaged in public, mismanagement of public funds. What is your take on that?
Well, that one, I don't want to talk about it, but even Mr. Kamaso, every platform he went, they will ask him this question and he clears the air about it. And even the incumbent president wrote and said they waived it. No one is perfect. Yeah. He said the money is lost and he started paying it.
He started paying it.
He started paying it. They called on an investigation committee to investigate about it. They came with a resolution. But no one see the report. It's only the president who see the report, and he wrote a letter to waive it. People are talking about the $24,500 which was lost from Sadim Kamaso. But they forget that over 400 million Gambian dollars is mismanaged by the late incumbent president, Kababali. People are not talking about that. We saw our fields. Go to Brikam. Yeah. It's not done. The land project, light project is not done. Go to Serakunda East. Go to West. Go to Manjai. Go to Gunjur. Go to Busumbala.
And those are our major football areas.
And the saddest part of it, go to Jarasoma. A pavilion which was supposed to build just under 1 year. Since 2015, the pavilion is not finished. Where is the money? What will the incumbent say about his legacy in Gambian football in terms of infrastructure? On the 19th of June 2018, they were celebrating in Russia that they won a project. But to date, if you call them on a platform, they run away from you. Go and call the project manager. No one will say him. So it's so disheartening. People are not honest to themselves. If you talk about the $24,000, which Sadim claimed it lost, and now, but people are not talking about over 400 million Gambian dollars, which was embezzled by the incumbent and his executive members. What's their say on that?
Yes, as Team Restore Confidence.
Yes.
When we talk about provincial Gambia, yes, because I've seen that they play a very important role when it comes to producing this very good footballers. How are you going to make sure that those people in the provincial areas, like you mentioned, Jara Soma, the areas like Mansa Kongkong, those people also see themselves in the football?
Well, it's just all about proper structure. Yeah. It's all about proper structure. You cannot have a good university and a poor primary school and nursery school. If you want to have proper football players and to manage them in the grassroots level, in the regions, you need to start it from the grassroots. You need to have a proper academy. But before having all that, if you don't have a playable field, how will you have that? If you don't have a playable field, you don't have a good football, how will you manage that? People like they are saying they are playing the leagues in Jarasoma. Yes, they are playing the leagues in Jarasoma, but there is not a good, even they don't have a dressing room.
For their footballers.
For the footballers. The footballers, during halftime, they will sit inside the field there and they discuss. After 15 minutes, they play. What is that?
Is it mandatory to have a dressing room?
That's a key. That's a key. It's just like if you have an interview in your studio here. Yeah. If you have an office, you don't have a studio.
It's useless.
It's useless. So if you have a playable field, you don't have a dressing room, it's useless. So if we don't have that, and Mr. Kam, if you go through our study 11, Mr. Kamaso said he promised all the regions they will have a playable field. Not a stadium, but a playable field, a pitch with a grass. So if you study with that, then you'll be able to have an academy. Yes.
We all know about the recent condition of our independent stadium in Macau.
Yeah.
So as Team Restore Confidence, which is your main aim is to provide all the basic needs our footballers need to take our football to the higher heights.
Yeah.
What are some of the plans you have for independent stadium? Because the current situation of the stadium is very, very devastating.
Yes, for the independent stadium, that's under the government.
But they need to work with
yes,
the
that's under government. But what Sadibu said and what our plans are, when we go into office on the 27th, if we win, we will work hand in glove with government to put ideas together. My sister, if you see that those monies they use for projects, they can use some of those monies to work on the independent stadium to have international game. Go to some countries. What CAF required is the seats at the independent stadium, individual seats, and to change the condition of the dressing room.
Okay. That's
the current second vice president of the incumbent is the stadium manager.
Who is he?
Ibufai. Ibufai is the stadium manager. So if they cannot work on that, I'm sorry. This is an open secret. Stadium manager is the second vice president responsible for competition. So he should be the person to advise the minister. How are they going to run the stadium? But unfortunately, it's not.
Yes. Let me ask you this question. As a football administrator,
yes,
is it okay for most of our major programs like the concerts we have to be hosted at the stadium? Because we've seen it's a place where people host most of these big events we have when they have these big artists coming to the Gambia.
yes.
Is it okay?
It's not okay, but we don't have any place to go.
Okay.
It's not okay.
So it's meaning those concerts are also playing, they're also
It's making a damage
to the stadium.
Yes, it's making a damage to us, but we don't have any choice.
Okay.
So that's the condition.
Okay. Yes. So how are you going to tackle corruption in football?
Well, to tackle corruption is, one, you have to be transparent, accountable. Transparent in a sense is not only on monetary issues.
Okay. Or showing people what you are doing.
Yes, but you need to show to people how is your office running. Because if you said corruption, people think of only money.
Money. Yes.
It's not only money. The way that your day-to-day activities in the office is run, and the behavior of your personnel in the office should be monitored. If they are not monitored, they work anyhow they want, it will end up corruption. And I saw people writing on Facebook, they want term limit.
When it comes to the football.
You want a term limit. Now, but when it comes to football, You don't want term limit. Are you okay? They said they are Democrats. Democrats want term limit in government, but when it comes to football, they said let him continue. Overstay cause corruption and dictatorship. The incumbent served 8 years in football.
Yeah.
Thank you. We said thank you. And people say 2 terms. He served 2 terms. Let him leave, and someone comes and take it from where he leave it.
So we mean every time is 4 years?
Every time is 4 years. He served 8 years now. So he wants to run for another 4 years. And he's telling people that that's my last term, after that I will go. So, meaning you don't care. If you go into office for your last term, you don't care. Whatever you do, people, you will not be accountable for it, because you will not face the public or the stakeholders. My advice for him, let him leave. We said thank you to him. He has served us. Thank you for serving us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, the football fraternity in the Gambia is basically divided by politics. As a team, what are you going to do to reunite the stakeholders in the interest of the Gambian football?
Well, it's divided by the incumbent. He said continuity, sanity, and progress. But I am very much disappointed with the incumbent. Sadibou Kamaso is with Hawks, was with Hawks. When he declared, when he announced that he is coming for the presidency of Gambia Football Federation. When he announced it, if I was the incumbent and what he said he meant it, he would not go near Hawks executive members to take one of them and said he wants to cook in that person as an executive member. You know that will bring division. And it's not only Hawks. A lot of teams have been divided. I'm very much disappointed with the incumbent. You cannot put continuity, sanity, and progress. Now you are dividing people. As you said, our football, we are divided now. But with the help of God, when we come into office, we'll come together. We will unite together, because politics will go, our football will stay. Yeah. And we will face each other every day. We are together in this. Then if we are not together, we will not have progress. When we come, that will be the first we will do, because Team Restore Confidence is having councillors of elders, and those councillors of elders, they are there to advise the executive piece. I don't know whether you were there on our unveiling of our executive members at Seaview Hotel. Yeah. When I saw some of our councillors of elders, they didn't look at each other past years, because football divides them. But on that day, they were embracing each other, which Sadibou did. A lot of us could not control our emotions, our tears, because we know for far too long how they were divided, how they were an enemy to each other. But today, thank God, they sit together, they chat, and they exchange ideas. If you are having an elder in your midst and they are advising you for good, I'm sure we are in a good track. Yeah. Yes.
So in every organization to function very well, you need funds.
Yes.
How are you going to generate
funds? Are at FIFA. Someone who spent over 400 million Gambian dollars through projects from FIFA. You write projects, FIFA will give you funds. They will approve. Okay. If you see these projects are not done, FIFA send money by bits. You write a project and they approve. And now you will ask them, like, I want to build this person, you build it. If that one is finished, you write and you send the report. The consultant will send the report and they send another bit. But these people are taking these funds and they are saying they are over ambitious. Over ambitious of what?
Is it that FIFA don't hold them accountable at the end of the day?
You know, what I'm saying is, like in Brikama, if they send the project of Brikama, this is what we do. If they send the money for a start, if that one stops, they will go to Brikama Banjul. Okay. They will write that project. That's why they had these 12 projects. They cannot go with it, and they are stagnant. 55% of money, of the project money, is sent to the Gambia. But where did you see any, even the 55% in any project? Those projects are not finished. Brikama, we are playing there, but it's not finished. Banjul, we are playing there, it's not finished. Go to Serakunda East. They are forcing themselves, but it's not finished because it's not officially hand over. If any project is not officially hand over, it's not finished.
Yeah.
We all know it. Go to the gold project. Yundo. They are building a pool for 1.9 million still. It's just like a fish pond if you go there. A squad toilet, nobody will accept it. They built a squad toilet for 1.5 million. Two of it, $3 million. And they are denying it. People are having those reports. We are having evidences. You said you renovate a gold project, a room, renovation for $1 million. Who will digest it? A sofa, you buy a single sofa for $260,000. Where?
Then I will go into football because football is rich.
No, football. Football is rich. But the thing is, put it in the right way. Put it in the right way. Because our footballers are suffering.
Yeah.
Our footballers are suffering. Our footballers should play good football. By now, the incumbent should not be on campaign. With all what he had, if he did on the right time at the right position, there will be no campaign. But now we all saw it, and the stakeholders see it, and the general public. So what we are going through into our football.
So talking about the election, how is the election going to be held? Is it open for the general public or only for?
No, unfortunately, this election is just for 77 voters.
Okay.
77 votes will decide the running of Gambian football for next 4 years.
Okay.
77 people will represent over 2 million plus Gambians. So, those 77 people, they are having a huge tax.
Yeah.
You cannot decide for the country. Before deciding for the country, let them not sit down and think of their personal interests, but let them think of Gambia. Their children, their brothers, their sisters, their nephews, their aunties, their uncles, especially their brothers and sisters who are sweating every day playing football. At the end of the day, they cannot even take a bag of rice to their family. It is so disheartening. 77 delegates, 77 people are going to decide on the 27th.
Yeah, to the 77 people going to vote on the 27th,
Yeah.
please do it wisely and represent our interests, because we want to see Gambian football grow to the higher heights. So, Mr. Jete, I think we are actually running out of time.
Okay.
So I'll allow you to give your final statement on the show before leaving.
All right. Thank you for having me here. I'm speaking to the stakeholders at large, not only the voters. We are all stakeholders, but the lucky ones are the 77 voters who are going to decide Gambian football come on the 27th of August 2022. I am appealing to you all to vote wisely. Don't vote for your personal interests. Don't vote for your relationship with a person, but vote for competency. Vote for change. Some Gambians are afraid of change, but change is good. If you leave your leader in an office for a decade, it will lead him to be a dictator. And we all know what dictator means in this country. We all know it. We face it. So, the ball is in your court. Vote for Team Restore Confidence, and we restore the confidence of Gambian people in football. I thank you all.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jete. So, beautiful viewers, this brings us to the end of the show today. So, I'm hoping if they emerge victorious, they will invite us. Team Restore Confidence will invite us. So we are patiently waiting for our invitation because they have so much confidence. So we're saying a very big thank you to you all for watching. It's the news recap here on Kairaba News Network. A special thanks to my able camera lady, Bintu Singate, and the entire production team. Till we come in here next time. Bye-bye.
Are you worried about the delay in the delivery of your remittances? Jamono Money Transfer is your only solution with more than 9 years experience in remittances services. It's accessible, reliable, affordable, and convenient. Jamono Money Transfer is affiliated with Ajay Guaranteed Trust Bank Limited, Mega Bank, Apps, Reliance Bank, and many others. You can send and receive your monies from friends and families both home and abroad through Jamono branches at various strategic locations in the country with high standard customer service. Please walk into any nearest Jamono branch for efficient and timely service delivery. For more information, you can visit its headquarters at Bursabi, right opposite AfriMed International Hospital, or call on the following numbers: +220-3103-050, +220-3103-051, or +220-3755-522.